The elevator doors were still closing when my sister hissed the words at me, sharp, venomous, loud enough for the marble hallway to echo. "Get out of this hotel. You're not welcome here." She didn't wait for my reaction. She never did. She just spun away, heels slicing through the silence like accusations. I watched her walk toward the penthouse suite, our family's prized territory, every step soaked in entitlement she hadn't earned. And then my father's voice drifted from behind me, low and tired, the same way he used to speak when he pretended to care. "You heard her," he said. "This place, this life, isn't for you." I didn't blink, not even once. My heartbeat didn't rise. Emotion is a language I learned to silence a long time ago. Instead, I let the cool air of the corridor settle against my skin and slipped my phone from my pocket. The screen woke with a soft glow. "Security," I murmured. "Revoke the Harrington family's VIP access." My reflection on the elevator panel smirked back at me as I added, "Their keycards stop working at midnight." And that was the moment, the exact second, I realized none of them truly knew me. Not anymore. I should have walked away weeks ago, before the lies began to breathe on their own, before my sister whispered things she thought I couldn't hear, before my father passed judgment on a crime he never checked the evidence for. But betrayal doesn't knock. It slips in, quiet, familiar. It started with a message I wasn't meant to see, a name saved under a fake contact, a single sentence. "He'll never know the truth. Keep him out. Keep him quiet." I read it at 2:14 a.m., the hour where thoughts become predators. My sister had always been clever with secrets. My father, clever with shame. Both thought I'd play the obedient shadow forever. But shadows only seem harmless until you remember what they hide. I didn't accuse them. Accusations are loud, desperate, predictable. Instead, I observed. Phone logs, financial transfers, late-night travel records my sister tried to delete. A DNA test kit I quietly mailed without attaching my own name. Every detail sharpened the blade they'd been forging behind my back. And the more I watched, the calmer I became. Because the truth wasn't just ugly, it was precise. My sister wasn't pushing me out of the family's luxury hotel. She was pushing me out of the inheritance. And my father, the man who taught me to read people like contracts, was helping her. They thought they were subtle. They weren't. Every lie has weight. Theirs were getting heavy. The results arrived on a quiet morning. I opened the envelope slowly, carefully, like peeling back the skin of something already dead. Not my handwriting, not my sample, my father's, and the man listed as alleged biological parent. Not him, not even close. The hotel suite suddenly felt too warm, too thick. My father's voice echoed from the living room, complaining about a meeting he'd missed. My sister lounged on the velvet couch, scrolling, smiling a smile she didn't earn. I stepped inside and placed the report on the table between them. No words, no anger, just the truth. My father reached for it first. His hands trembled before his face did. My sister's breath hitched, the kind of sound people make when they realize the trap was never around you. It was always around them. I watched them unravel in silence. Still, composed. Their world cracked like old glass. "You set us up," she whispered. "No," I said. "I just stopped protecting the law you built." She looked at the door, at her keycard, at the life slipping through her fingers. My father tried standing, but defeated men rarely rise cleanly. "Where will we go?" he asked. I almost laughed. Almost. "Your keycard stopped working at midnight," I said. "Security will escort you out." The silence washed over them like cold water. Reality does that. It purifies through pain. They weren't losing the hotel. They'd lost me. Long before tonight. As they packed in frantic whispers, I stood by the window, watching the city pulse beneath me. No guilt. No fury. Just clarity. People think revenge is fire, but they're wrong. It's ice. Controlled. Precise. Unforgiving. When the clock struck 12, the locks clicked. The hallway filled with stunned voices. Security moved in, and I walked away from the suite that used to cage me.
They thought exile would break me. But power doesn't scream. It doesn't beg.